What sucks is that usually people ask me this question because they're trying to think of like, how do I get into voice acting? And my story is in no way helpful because it's literally impossible to do anymore. I was just very lucky to do what I did at the time that I did.
So
So I,
you came in towards the tail end of the Wild West in voice acting back in
yes, yes, I did.
2005, where just
Yeah.
so everybody
I
gets
think
an
I
idea.
actually I auditioned before that though. I started auditioning because it took me 2 years before I got anything. I just auditioned and auditioned and auditioned and never got cast. But yeah, I started auditioning like around I want to say 2002 because it was right after I graduated high school. Because I graduated high school and before I graduated, I had actually taken a tour of Funimation because I was a huge Dragon Ball Z fan, and we had like a club of kids that would all watch Dragon Ball Z after school. It's actually where I befriended my now husband. And our first kiss was actually watching Dragon Ball Z because I'm that cool. Um, and so we let's see. So we took a tour of Funimation and we got to watch it was actually Chris Sabat who was recording, who is now a really dear friend of mine. And yeah, so I just remember watching them record and just thinking, I really want to do that. That looks so fun. That looks amazing. And so when I graduated high school, I, of course, immediately when I was in community college, it turns out the community college that I went to was like really close to Funimation Studios. And so it was actually, I think I've told the story before as if was alone. I was not alone. I went to Funimation with a group of friends and we were all just like, how do we audition? And so I just like walked up to somebody because back then it was like they were like in a Frost Bank building and like
Oh
everybody
yeah,
was like in cubicles
it was like
and
on top of the bank, right?
yes, yes, totally. And so it was kind of like they weren't really set up for people to just like walk in. Like they didn't have like a welcome desk or anything like that. At least the door that we went in at that time. And so I just like walked up to somebody in the cubicle and I was like, excuse me, do you know how we would audition for you guys? And she was like, I don't even know who the woman was. I doubt she works there anymore, but she was just like, I don't know, let's ask so and so. And she like just dragged me through the offices and we just kept asking different people like I don't know, ask so and so in this department, and like until we finally found who the talent coordinator was. I think his name was Scott. He no longer works there. And he just was like, yeah, here's a number that you can call and we'll put you on like the list for open auditions. And yeah, if you do that now, like if you walk in like I did, you will literally be blacklisted. Like people have actually done that and actually gotten blacklisted,